The morning sun sliced through my blinds, promising normalcy. But the air felt heavy, wrong. I reached for my phone, silencing an alarm that hadn't rung. The screen lit up, hundreds of missed calls, all from my own number, my own name, my own face. The calls started at 2:13 a.m., one every minute until dawn. I scrolled, numb, through the endless list. Logic failed me. A glitch? A hack? None of it made sense. I lived alone, doors locked, windows shut. I should have been safe. But the phone felt foreign, a threat in my hand. The silence in my apartment was no longer peaceful, it was watchful. I tried to ignore it, to start my day, but the image of my name, repeated like a warning, burned in my mind. The sun still shone, but a shadow had fallen, cast by the cold, glowing rectangle beside my bed. I set the phone down, but the dread lingered. Something was wrong, and it had found me through my own device. I stared at the screen, heart pounding, waiting for an explanation that wouldn't come. The world outside moved on, but inside, everything had changed. I was no longer alone. The day had barely begun, and already I was afraid. I needed answers. I opened my photo gallery, searching for glitches. The newest photos weren't mine. They were of me, sleeping, vulnerable, taken from the foot of my bed. The angles were wrong, intimate, as if someone had crouched in the darkness. My heart hammered. Who took these? When? Then I found videos, short, silent clips of me tossing in my sleep. The camera was perfectly still, watching. I was seeing myself through an intruder's eyes. Someone had been in my room, using my phone to document their visit. I dropped the phone, gasping for air. The room felt contaminated, haunted by the memory of those images. I searched every shadow, every corner, but found nothing. The emptiness was suffocating. Someone had been here and left their presence behind in my device. My sanctuary was violated. I was exposed, even in my most private moments. The fear was now inside my skin. I tried to make sense of it. A break-in, a prank, a nightmare. But the doors and windows were locked. No sign of entry, nothing missing. Only my sense of safety was gone. I called my phone provider, desperate for a technical explanation. The woman on the line was polite but useless. No record of unusual activity, no glitches. The calls came from my own handset. The problem wasn't out there. It was here, in my life, in my phone. I hung up, staring at the device on the counter. It looked ordinary but felt cursed. My reality was fractured. I was trapped with something I couldn't see or understand. The glitch wasn't in the network. It was in me. I was alone, surrounded by invisible eyes. Every sound in the apartment became a threat. I couldn't escape. The terror was portable, following me everywhere. My phone was no longer a tool, it was a weapon aimed at me. I was unraveling, and there was no one to help. The world outside was oblivious, inside I was losing control. Zing. The day dragged on, every minute thick with dread. I couldn't eat or think. I just paced, glancing at the phone, waiting for it to come alive. Then a calendar notification appeared on my laptop. Meet me, set for 9 p.m. I hadn't created it. No location, no details, just a command. I knew who it was from. The same presence that had invaded my room, my phone, my life. It wasn't just a hacker. It was something that knew me, wore my digital skin. Changing passwords felt pointless. It was already inside. I searched online for answers. Nothing matched my horror. The sun set, shadows stretched across my apartment. I didn't turn on the lights, I just waited, watching the darkness gather. The fear was colder now, deeper. I was being replaced, my identity weaponized against me. 9 p.m. was coming. I was waiting for myself. As 9 approached, my phone buzzed, a text from my own number. "Are you watching?" My blood froze. Watching what? Another message. "I know you're scared." It felt like it could see me, feel my fear. I replied, "Who are you?" The answer, "I'm you." My world collapsed. This wasn't a hacker, it was a doppelganger. My social media lit up, a photo of my front door captioned "Home Sweet Home," a tweet, "Feeling a little beside myself tonight." It was mocking me, twisting my life into a performance. My identity was now a mask for something else. I was the audience to my own nightmare. The thing in my phone was having fun. I was powerless, watching as it wore my life like a costume. The line between me and it was blurring, I was losing myself, and it was enjoying every second. I sat in darkness, clutching my phone, waiting for 9. The lens wasn't in the room, it was everywhere, in every device. I thought about calling the police, but what could I say? No one would believe me. I was alone. The videos replayed in my mind, myself, sleeping, watched by a perfectly still camera. The intruder had set up my phone to spy on me, my own device had betrayed me. The clock ticked to 8:59 p.m., 1 minute left. My body was a coil of fear, ready to snap. The apartment was silent, the world holding its breath. I waited for the final act. The nightmare was about to reveal its face. At 9, my phone rang. A FaceTime request from myself. My name, my face staring back at me. I hesitated, then answered. The screen showed my bedroom, live. The camera was at the foot of my bed, just like the photos. Then, a hand entered the frame, holding a phone identical to mine. The camera turned, revealing a face, my face. But the expression was wrong, calm, predatory, smiling. It waved, my hand, my eyes. It didn't speak, it didn't need to. Its eyes said everything. I'm here, I'm you, you're mine. The call stayed connected, a silent portal between me and the thing wearing my face. I was no longer just watched, I was claimed. My identity was no longer my own. The doppelganger had crossed the line. I stared at the screen, paralyzed. The nightmare was real, and it was looking right at me.